What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I've got some sales to show you. I know a lot of people like these sales videos, and this one's a little bit unique because, well, these sales are from 3 years ago. I found an old hard drive where I had this footage on there and never done anything with it. So I'm putting it in a video because there's some great information here on some of the stuff I've sold. Everything in this video is still sellable on eBay even 3 years later. It was really fun for me editing this one and going back and seeing some of the stuff I've sold and the memories. I love the fact that I have about 10 years worth of reselling content on this channel now, where I can go back and look at all the sales I've had. I can go back and see how far I've grown as a reseller, because let's be honest, 10 years ago, I probably wasn't the greatest reseller. But I won't ramble any longer. These are all things that you can find out in the wild and flip. Let's jump into it. First thing I'm shipping out is this vintage Galaxy fan. Got this at a yard sale for $5. I sold it for $40 plus shipping for a total of $66.08. This turned out to be a pretty good flip. I got this vintage Plano tackle box I picked up at Goodwill. It was only $3.99. Listed it for $40 and it sold, but somebody bought it internationally. It's going, I'm not even sure where, but they paid a lot to have this shipped. The total was $119.93. So what is that? They paid about $80 for shipping. They must really like this tackle box. Here is an incredible flip. One of my favorite flips of the year, actually. I picked this up for $1 at a yard sale. Logo Athletic Pro Line 49ers hat. I listed it and within 24 hours it sold for $190 for a total of $207.32. And of course, I've mentioned that, the hat hunt for brands like Athletic Logo or Logo Athletic and Sports Specialities can be great money. I listed this and within the hour I had 3 or 4 people offering me or sending me offers through eBay messaging. Then a couple hours later it was sold. What makes this more entertaining to me is I accidentally turned down the wrong road, and I was kind of giving myself a hard time because it's like, I know I shouldn't have turned there. Why'd I turn there? And I come across a random garage sale and find this hat. Some people look for gold and silver. I look for hats. So I ended up selling these locks to one person. They bought them all. I have about $8 a piece into these. Got them from Home Depot and sold them for $110 plus shipping. They're all keyed the same. It's good to lot these together when they have the same key code because people are looking for that. Here's a nice flip. I picked this up at a church thrift store. It was $6.99, but I'm thinking it was half off that day, if I remember correctly. So about $3.50. I ended up selling this for $60 plus shipping for a total of $86.09. Great profit. So I got all these Barbie dolls, more than 58 of them. I ended up selling one by itself for $40. I paid $15 for all these Barbie dolls at Salvation Army. Rather than try to list them all individually or figure out values, I did an auction. I started it at $100. Didn't get that many bids. I sold it for $103.50 plus shipping for a total of $127.44. But between selling this and the other $40 doll, only paying $15 for these, it's some great profit. Definitely worth my time. So I picked up this book set at a garage sale. I don't remember what I paid for this, but it was a lot. Somewhere between $50 and $75, I believe. But I sold it for $180 plus shipping, so that's a really good flip. Good book set to keep an eye out for. No idea what the content's about, but it's worth money. Then right here I just got a Teen Wolf DVD. I sold all the seasons recently and picked them up at a yard sale. I think I paid $4 for all 4 seasons, was it? And there's also an extra 4th season sealed, so I sold this one separately. I only sold it for $16. I think I sold the complete series for about $25-$30 if I remember right. Got this Lego set I bought in a large lot of Lego and stuff. I don't know how much I have in this exactly, but I'm pretty sure I'm in the profit now. I sold it for $50, shipping it out this morning. Picked up this sealed Bible categories edition at a Goodwill. I think I paid $2 for it, maybe $3. Sold it for $17 plus shipping for a total of $78.73. There was no listing on Amazon for this product, or I would have sold it there. It had a little bit of damage here, so eBay's where I sold it. Made some good profit. Had one more of these Kohler towel bars to sell. I sold this one. Had some box damage. Ended up selling it for $20 plus shipping. Paid about $7 for it at Lowe's. I think I ended up selling about 20 or 25 of these total. So in the end, it was some very good profit on all of them. So here is a mistake. I bought this Nautica jacket. I just bought it on a whim because I kind of liked it. I thought I would end up wearing it myself. However, it is a youth size. I did not notice. I was going to return it to Goodwill. I never did. I ended up paying about $5 for it. So I'm like, well, I'll just list it on eBay and see if I can sell it, get my money back. I listed it for $10 plus shipping. It is sold about a year later, so don't recommend buying this. In the end, I get my $5 back and I make a little bit of money. I've mentioned this before. One good thing about reselling is even if you buy something that's kind of a mistake or kind of goes down in value or whatever, if you're buying it at a good price, you can usually at least get your money back or get a good percentage of your money back. So a lot of reselling, if you're buying the right stuff, is very low risk. Shipping out this grill cover, I picked it up at Lowe's. I got quite a few grill covers the day I got these. Actually, I didn't buy all of them I could because I didn't want to go too deep because of the space and how many people were going to be selling these, the competition. I suspected they'd be sitting for a while, but I've already sold one for $30 plus shipping here. Paid about $12 for this one. It's just one of those items you buy because they're so cheap and eventually they're going to sell and you're going to make money on them. Here is an item that's been sitting in the eBay store for, I would say, at least 5 years. I bought this so long ago. Zoobles, paid $2 for it at a Goodwill. Finally got 15 bucks for it. I'll take it. Here's a Harry Potter clue game I picked up at Goodwill. Paid $2 or $3 for it. Was going to sell it on Amazon probably for about 30 bucks. However, when I went to send it in, Amazon let me know that I couldn't sell this product. It became a restricted item, so I just went ahead and put it on eBay for $15 plus shipping, and it ended up selling pretty quick. I made about $12 profit in the end. Picked up this brand new sealed vintage Hershey's Kiss dispenser at a rummage sale. I paid $1 for it. The Hershey Kisses are bad inside. You can see they're rotting. It is from the 90s. Of course, you describe that in the description so people know not to eat them, hopefully. I sold it for $20 plus shipping for a total of $34.94. I'll show you what I'm shipping out this morning. This JVC VCR picked up at Salvation Army for $5. I sold it for $40 plus shipping. I listed it and it sold within, well, less than 10 minutes, I think, so pretty good flip. First thing I'm shipping out are these electronic ballasts. Got these at Lowe's, picked up a couple cases of them. Don't remember what I paid for them, but I ended up selling them for $60. Seems like I paid about $15, $20 max. Here's a fun flip. I picked up a little crock pot at a Goodwill. It was only $1.99. And looking at the comps, it made more sense to part it out. Sold the lid for $20 plus shipping for a total of $31.58. Going to sell the knob and going to sell the cord probably for about 15 bucks. So in the end, going to be some good profit on that $2 crock pot. Sold this Sergeant Bilko DVD set. However, when I bought this at Goodwill, there was a Mary Poppins in here. I did not notice. I actually ended up selling the Mary Poppins for $12. But I was able to sell seasons 2 through 4 for $20 plus shipping. So in the end, it was a $3 purchase. And everything turned out great, made some profit. The crazy thing is, I could have swore I checked the DVDs when I bought them. I know I meant to. I must have just put them in the cart, and I said to myself, I'll have to check these before I buy them, and then I just ended up buying them anyway, and that's how I ended up missing there was a Mary Poppins in there. Next, I'm shipping out this gas water heater thermostat. I paid about $8, $10 for it at Lowe's. Sold it for $40 plus shipping for a total of $52.77. I picked up this coffee percolator, GE, at a Goodwill for $5, and I ended up selling it for $20 plus shipping for a total of $37.79. Picked up this revolving liquor dispenser at a Goodwill. I paid $4.99 for it, and I sold it for $35. So I sold these hearing aid batteries. I got all of these at a thrift store for $0.25. Sold it for $22.95, so a quarter into 23 bucks. Pretty good. First thing I got here are these Imation discs, and I picked these up at a rummage sale. I paid $1 a piece for them. I actually got 3 packs. One was Staples brand, these two were Imation. I actually sent them to Amazon to be sold FBA. I was going to sell them for about $180. However, Imation is now a brand where you need documentation to sell their products. So they were sent back to me. I put them on eBay. I priced them $100 a piece. Somebody bought both of them for $200 plus shipping, for a total of $222.58. I'm still making great money selling them on eBay. It is what it is. So next, I am shipping something up here on the shelf that sold. What could it be? It's not Krang, because I don't even have him listed I don't want to sell Krang. I like Krang too much. It's actually this Transformer here in the dark corner. I picked this up at Salvation Army recently and I paid only $1 for it. But I sold it for $60 plus shipping. And this is international order. It's going to Germany, actually. I got a message from the buyer asking me to take very good care for it, do all the custom papers and all that stuff, which I don't have to do because I do the eBay global shipping program and I just ship it to Kentucky. eBay takes over from there and does all that. It's sad to see it go. I was hoping it would be up on that shelf a little bit longer. I kind of liked it up there. But when you pay $1 for something and sell it for 60, it's a lot easier to let it go. Here I have a pair of Saucony shoes I picked up at a rummage sale, paid $1 for them. And I sold them for $25 plus shipping for a total of $49.45. Here's an interesting flip. I found this at Goodwill. On the shelf, it was like in the craft area, I believe. It's actually for fishing, some sort of lure color chooser. I really don't know exactly how it works, which is why I only sold it for $40 plus shipping for a total of $58.67. I paid $10 for it, but it's very clean, in good condition. It's from 1984, but since I couldn't determine if it actually works or how it works, I just did put that in the description and price it about $10-15 lower than what one fully tested was selling for. Has the case, and it sold pretty quick, so happy to make the profits. Here's the sales for some X-Men figures I got at a garage sale where I bought a ton of toys. Ended up spending over, I think, $3,500 on all this stuff, and I remember paying $40 for this one, and I sold it for $74.88 plus shipping for a total of $91.83. Here's a therapy game I picked up at Salvation Army. I think I paid $2.99 for it. Had a little bit of box crushing, so I decided to sell it on eBay instead of Amazon. Sold it for $35 plus shipping for a total of $67.51. Must be going to Washington or California, somewhere like that. Here are some of these In Brighton puck lights that I got at Lowe's or Home Depot. I don't even remember now. Didn't pay much for them, but I sold it for $40 plus shipping for a total of $42.99. Sold the last of these Kohler faucets I got. Have $20-some into them. Sold this one for $50 plus shipping. Total of $67.44. Mentioned before when I was selling these that the listing on Amazon actually is wrong. It's for a cell phone case. Part of it's for a cell phone case. Part of it's for this faucet. So I'm not going to sell it on there. I would have been able to sell these for about $120 on Amazon. I tried to get it changed. Contacted Amazon. It never happened. Got tired of them sitting here for a year. So I just sold them on eBay. Made some profit. Got them moved. Picked up a few of these filters at Home Depot, paid about $8 a piece for them. These are the last two. Somebody bought both of them for $80 plus shipping for a total of $112.39. Picked up these Nike Torch 4 shoes for $5 at a Goodwill, and I sold them for $55 plus shipping. Great shoe flip. Paid $125 for quite a few pop figures, and I sold this one for $28.88. Marilyn Monroe. Once I sell all of them, I should make at least a couple $100. I got 2 bags of these LOL surprise dolls at Goodwill. I paid $8 a bag for them. Decided, you know what? I don't have time to mess with these. I'm just going to dump them all out and take photos and do an auction. Ended up getting $71 plus shipping for a total of $93.52. So definitely made profit on them in the end. Got this Jurassic Park figure I sold for $24.99. This came out of a lot. I've already sold most of them. I'm in the profit now, so this is all profit. I picked up this GE flip clock at a garage sale. I only paid 50 cents for it. Sold it for $49.99 plus shipping for a total of $65.44. I've bought a lot of flip clocks and none of them ever worked, so this is the first one I've sold I think that's working. Sold this Magic Jack. It came out of a box of just small electronics I got at a garage sale. There's about $200 profit in that box. Here's one of the items I sold. This one item alone pays for the whole box. Here's a Marvel Legends Wolverine and Hulk figure set I got at a sale where I got a bunch of toys. I don't remember exactly what I paid for this. Seems like it was $40. Sold it for $110 plus shipping. It's also an international order. I believe the buyer paid an extra $40 on top of that to have it shipped. But in the end, I at least doubled my money. So I got about 25 of these at Lowe's. I don't know, 2, maybe 3 years ago now. I lose track of time. Paid about $15 a piece for them. I've been selling them fairly slowly on eBay. I'm about out of them, but I sell them for $40 plus shipping for a total of $54.28. Just a works oscillating tool. Paid $1 for this Homedics massager at a thrift store. Sold it for $15 plus shipping for a total of $28.93. So I picked up these junior size Crocs shoes at a garage sale. I think I paid $5 for them. I've sold these before, but they were returned. I guess the person didn't pay attention to the small size at their junior size. I don't know. Sold them again for $25 plus shipping for a total of $38.25. I picked this up at a yard sale for $5. It's a Humminbird fish finding system. It didn't have a power cable in there, so I didn't price it as high as I was going to. But I sold it for $100 plus shipping for a total of $123.54. I'll take those profits any day. Thought I was done, but I got another sale. These New Balance shoes. I picked these up at a rummage sale recently for $1 is all. Size 12, 2E wide, and I sold them for $32.88 plus shipping for a total of $52.26. Then finally, I'm shipping out this Shark vacuum. I picked this up at a Lowe's a couple years ago. Got quite a few of these Shark vacuums. I think like 5 of them. I ended up keeping one for myself. I sold the others on Amazon for about $2.50. Only paid $40 a piece for them. This one I noticed it was actually open and taken out, so I didn't want to sell it on Amazon. It just ended up in the death pile. I saw it and I'm like, I gotta get this listed. So I listed it for $120 open box. And it sold $120 plus shipping. That's going to do it for the video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Honestly, when I watch other resellers, this is the type of content that's my favorite, is seeing what people have actually sold. I learn about new things to sell, and it just gets my gears rolling in my head. But if you did enjoy the video, hit that like button for me. Make sure you're subscribed. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.